Hey guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. So, today we are gonna see, what if Naruto was taken away from his world to Ninja Turtles world and got harem movie. So before we start, go check out the author of this fanfic Pyrohelix Drago, link is in the description, also subscribe if you enjoy the video. Let's start the story. Hidden Leaf. Naruto Uzumaki was alone, beaten and bloody in an alley today, even worse than usual, as this day was a day everyone in the Leaf hated, his birthday, as today was the day the fourth Hokage sacrificed himself to stop the nine-tailed fox, and everyone believed he was the fox reincarnated. The boy sat in an alley unaware of the clanking footsteps. The anomaly which we have tracked has led us here to the boy, which appears to be source of the anomaly, a seemingly synthetic voice said to another. Later in Dimension X. This new human is excellent, Krang Prime said, as he ran the experiment on the human himself, just as he did with Mrs. O'Neill. This human's DNA is similar to mutagen experiments, he said, pulling up a file of an alligator-human hybrid, new strain of formula, needed to be used, he said. As the baby was unborn, making changing its DNA easy, a living being was slightly harder. Krang Prime shall use his genetic code, as he did in both experiments, he said, as he took a needle-like object and extracted his blood and went to go make some mutagen to find and bind it into the child. 1 hour later. Naruto Uzumaki was going in and out of consciousness as he felt his body was strapped down. Am I in a hospital, he thought, hating hospitals. The experiment on the boy is about to commence, a voice belonging to a metal man said to him. The boy which we are about to experiment on will be a powerful test subject unlike any other experiment for which we have experimented on. Another person with the same voice said. Naruto would have tried to ask what was going on, but was stopped as he was injected with something and began screaming in agony as his eyes turned a combination of neon blue and red. The hell is this, Kurama said, looking at the water turn into some blown blue liquid. He was worried when it entered his cage and the seal was seemingly being destroyed, and when it got to him it climbed up his fur, and even as he tried to destroy it, the liquid eventually enveloped him. Both Naruto and Kurama yelled in agony, Naruto feeling terrible as he thrashed around screaming bloody murder as he bled from his eyes, mouth and hands as he clenched his fist, but his now sharp nails easily breached his skin. Outside Naruto's mind. Interesting, Krang Prime said, as he saw Naruto switch between human and an orange bipedal beast quickly and painfully. The ability to change between human and beast, he said with a grin. This beast DNA is fascinating, he said, as he found trace samples in the boy, but to see it fully realized was amazing. Naruto's eyes became wide as he roared the power behind it, causing a small explosion in the room. He stumbled out as alarms were going off and he saw someone else escaping as well. Deciding to follow behind, he fell through a portal. New York. Naruto was having difficulty staying in one form as he was continuously changing between human and his fox form as he ran from his pursuers. Alt One, who was made by Krang, a robot, said to him. Naruto growled as his body shifted into its fox form and he got on all forms and ripped it apart with his teeth. A nearby woman said, seeing Naruto. Naruto felt angry and afraid, seeing the look of fear in her eyes making him whine slightly as he was reminded of everyone from his home. He ran away, not wanting to face that as he heard vehicles approaching and didn't want to deal with Krang or other people. He ran down an alley and found he hit a dead end and heard footsteps approaching. But he soon saw steam coming up from a manhole cover and quickly lifted it up. Alt Krang said as many of them fired at Naruto. Naruto was actually hit by a few shots as he jumped down and bled. Damn, Naruto thought before falling down into the sewer water and slowly drifted with the current. 1 hour later. Splinter said as he saw a small boy in the water of his lair. He gently poked his stomach and saw the boy change. Curious, he said, raising the child up and saw some familiar wounds. I have had these before, he said, as he remembered full well this child was in danger and different. Next day. Splinter let out a sigh as he saw his 4 sons named after the Renaissance masters looking at their guest, their first guest ever. I can hardly blame them, thought, as despite being half human, they don't get to fully experience their humanity. Where am I? Naruto said in Japanese. Splinter seemed a little delighted by the fact he spoke Japanese, as he rarely spoke it, as he thought it best to teach the boys English. Hello, young one, he said in Japanese. You're a talking rat, Naruto said simply. And you, my friend, are a talking fox, Splinter said, as he was guessing this change was recent. Huh? Naruto said before he looked at his hands. You and I have much to talk about, little one, Splinter said to him with a caring smile. 1 hour later. Splinter thought to himself, as Naruto had told him about chakra, something he was well versed in, but the teachings had been lost to time. This child is not of this world, he thought, as he knew well enough the creatures that chased him were much the same, but it was possible more was at play than he knew. What made the master angry was the fact that the child was abused from what he knew. And after losing his daughter and getting his 4 sons, a child's life was sacred to him. Would you like to live here, child? He asked him kindly. Naruto couldn't say yes fast enough. 12 years later. Come on man, please, Mikey said beggingly, as he had been trying to swipe ramen from his brother. In your damn dreams, Naruto said, as he was 6 feet tall, wearing a leather biker vest, white tank top, and black jeans with a little wear and tear. Come on, you know I like ramen as much as you do. Mikey said. Forget it, Naruto said, as he got ready to eat his ramen. Hey Master Splinter. Mikey said, pointing behind Naruto. Huh? Naruto said, turning his head. Ha. Mikey said, as he nabbed the ramen bowl. Ha ha. He said triumphantly. Oh, every time I fall for your uo. Naruto said. Hey, remember what Master Splinter said, we don't want you foxing out on us. Mikey said. Yeah, I know, Naruto said, rolling his eyes. Mikey chuckled as he slurped Naruto's ramen, smiling. Mikey, I love you as a brother, but outside sometimes I just wanna strangle you, Naruto said. Are we strangling, Mikey? Me first. Raph said with a smirk as he came into the room. Why is it when someone wants to do something to me you show up, Mikey whined. Cause you are the easiest, Naruto said. Yep, Raph said, cracking his knuckles. But I still got Naruto's ramen, so ha. Mikey said, sounding like he achieved something. Hey, he has a stash anyway, so it's not that big a victory, Raph said, as he didn't see it as that big of a thing. It is when I snatched it out of his hands, Mikey said. Like I did with your nunchucks, ha, Naruto said, as he raised the weapon up high. Like I did with your sword, Mikey countered with a grin. Mikey, I swear, how do you have such sticky fingers? Naruto asked as he tossed him his weapons back. Have you seen what he eats? Raph asked him, as he often wondered how Mikey was still alive. It even stumped Donnie. Hey, I stay active, which compensates for what I eat. Well, that's Donnie's theory anyway, Mikey said. No, you're just a hyperactive bundle of annoying love, Naruto said, as he gave Mickey a noogie. Now give me back my sword, he said, stealing his weapon back. Been up in the surface a lot these past weeks, something we should know about? Raph asked. I go up to the surface a lot, Naruto said, as he was the only one able to get groceries and other stuff, as algae was not an option. Yeah, but lately you've been gone like all day. Do you have a girlfriend? Is she pretty? Can she become a foxman too? Foxwoman, I mean, Mikey asked. Lay off, Jump, Raph said, as their brother was a very open guy, but when he kept something secret, he was allowed that, especially since he bribed him. Oh, like you wouldn't keep you having a girlfriend a secret, Mikey replied. Yeah, sure, like there's any turtle women out there for any of us, Raph said flatly. I still say there's a possibility of alien chicks for us, Mikey said. Us know him maybe, Raph said, motioning to Naruto. I'm gonna go mess with Donnie, Naruto said, as these two fought more than Raph did with Leo. Probably with extra tentacles. Mikey said before Raph got him in a noogie, being more aggressive than Naruto was. Me with a girlfriend, yeah right. Naruto muttered. 1 hour later. Naruto enjoyed his late night runs, as even though he enjoyed hanging with his brothers, he could run on all fours, making him run much faster, as he enjoyed the wind running past his fox fur. Naruto stopped on a rooftop and looked down at a puddle left by the rain earlier. He looked down at his reflection and looked at his fox face. Sometimes I wonder if I enjoy being this more than me, he thought, as he touched his cheek, wondering if he enjoyed being the mutation more than being the man finding freedom when he unleashed his animal side. Sighing, he lifted his head to look at the city he called home. As he ran, he caught sight of a rather pretty girl with red hair. She was wearing a yellow shirt and tight jeans. She had E-cup breasts, athletic but curvy body, a nice supple bubbly ass, and thick legs. As he looked at her, he quickly hid behind a wall as she turned around. Did she see me? Naruto thought to himself, as he wondered how that was, as not many people could spot him that quick, and it was almost as if she knew where he was. Who's there? The girl yelled out, looking at the area where Naruto hid. Naruto quickly turned back to his human form and revealed himself to the girl. Do I know you? The girl asked, looking at him curiously, as for some odd reason he had seemed familiar to her. Don't meet a lot of deeds, so I don't think so, Naruto said with a smile. Normally I dyed orange, but it's nice to let the real red free, the girl said. Well, it definitely suits you, Naruto said, as he liked both red and orange. Thanks. The girl said, as she played with her hair a bit. Name's Naruto Hamato, he said, as he literally had to have Donnie forge so many papers for that. April O'Neil said, you live around here? She asked. I live around, Naruto said, as he rubbed the back of his head. Really? Are you new around here? I haven't seen you at school, April said, as he looked her age. I guess you could say I'm homeschooled, Naruto said with a small smirk. Oh, April said, sounding disappointed. Yeah, father isn't exactly what's the word. Trusting of people. Join the club, April said, as all her life her dad was a bit overprotective. I mean, it is New York, half the people here would rather step on you than talk to you, but there's a few nice people here if you look, Naruto said, as he looked at April. Yeah, I know, so why are you out on the streets tonight? April asked curiously. Picking up pizza for my brothers and father, Naruto said, quickly thinking of an excuse. Wait, why are you walking around the city at night? He asked. Yes, you could say taking a breather, my dad is just so overprotective. It's like he thinks I'm made of glass and will shatter if I drop. April said, as she rolled her eyes. Oh, believe me, I know overprotective fathers. Naruto said, as his father would probably win an award for overprotectiveness. Well, if you're looking for a pizza place, I know a good one that does a 2-for-1 deal on weekends, April said with a smile. Sweet. Naruto said. April nodded and led Naruto down the street. Unknown to them, they were being watched from a separate opening. Ha! I knew he had a girlfriend. Mikey said with a laugh. We are so not letting him live this down, Raphael said with a chuckle. Wanna keep following him? Mikey asked. Shell, no, I'm crazy not dumb, Raph said, as there were limits. Okay, wanna go tell Leo and Donnie? Mikey asked with a bright smile. Shell to the Raph said with his own smile as they both went down into the sewer. Later. I'm back with pizzas. Naruto yelled as he entered the living area of the hideout. He saw his 4 brothers giving him a look and smiling. What? He asked. 2.5 words. April O'Neil, Donnie said. Crap, Naruto said as he put the pizzas down on the table. Isn't Master Splinter always going on about not speaking to strangers? Leo asked. Hey, I spent years not talking to people. When I get supplies, sue me for talking to a girl. Did she have red hair? Leo asked with a smirk. Naruto glanced away, not wanting to answer. As red as my mask. Raph said with a grin. Before you start, she pointed out a pizza place that sells pizzas a 2-for-1 and with stuffed crust, Naruto said. Shell, yeah. Mikey said, drooling. Oh wow, they never do deals that good, Donnie said with his own smile. Unknown to the boys, Splinter was meditating, listening to them tease their brother about time, he thought, as he thought it was time his sons experienced romance and all the pros and cons that came with it. If only there were turtle girls out there for us. Mikey said. Oh boy, not this again. Naruto muttered as his brothers made it clear a lot that they wanted girlfriends. So you gonna see her again? Leo asked his brother curiously. I don't know. Naruto said, blushing. That's a yes. Mikey said with his mouth full of pizza. Well, she did ask if I went to her school, Naruto said with a pointed look at Splinter. School? Mikey asked. Oh, that is something you so desperately need, Raph said, Donnie actually nodding in agreement. Splinter opened his eyes and sighed at this. I'm not against the idea, but we will need a few rules before I allow it, he said. Oh boy. First, be sure to carry protection. Mikey coughed, choking on his pizza hearing this. Dad. Naruto yelled, his face dark as a stop sign. Well, you are 17, Donnie said. Not helping. Naruto yelled. Next day. I swear, Donnie, I don't know whether to kill you or like you even more, Naruto said as Donnie enrolled him in classes, but he was in all of April's. You have that phone I made you? Donnie asked. Yay, Splinter wouldn't let me leave without it, Naruto said as his dad is a helicopter parent. Be sure to make friends, Leo said as he handed Naruto a green backpack. And if you meet any bullies, Raph said. Put them through a wall, Naruto said with a smile as he knew his brother hated bullies. And if you see any cute girls? Mikey asked. No idea, Naruto said to him, not helping him on that front. Mikey said. 1 hour later. Naruto was walking out of the school office after getting his student ID and his locker information and was now looking for his locker. Hey, guess you decided to join the school, April said as her locker was next to his. Thank you, Donnie, Naruto thought as he looked at April. Yay, I convinced my dad to give it a chance, he said as he unlocked his locker. Well, nice to have you, April said to him as they went to class. As they walked, Naruto saw a girl with glasses and brown hair and a ponytail ahead of them. She was also wearing a blue sweater and a blue skirt. She had large DD cup breasts, slim curvy body, and a large round plump ass. Naruto saw 2 other teen girls trip her, sending her to the floor and dropping her books. Naruto frowned at this and approached them. Are you so petty that you act like a bunch of bullies, he said, helping the girl with her books. What do you care about? You're new here and obviously don't know that we are part of the popular crowd. I know enough to know you're ugly, Naruto said as many people gasped and cheered at that remark. He then turned to the girl on the floor and offered her his hand. You okay? He asked. Yeah, the girl stuttered as she took Naruto's hand and helped her up. Hey Irma, here are your books, April said, handing the girl her books. You have class with us? Naruto asked Irma as he held out his schedule. Irma nodded after reading his schedule. Then stick with me, I'll keep them away from you, Naruto said with a smile. Irma blushed at this, but nodded as her April and Naruto headed to class. Are you always this sweet to girls you just met? April asked Naruto. Huh? Naruto asked, tilting his head. April laughed at this. Oh wow, he's clueless, she thought, finding it a little cute herself. Outside. The experiments we had done long ago are at here, this location, which is here at this place. A man in a business suit sat outside the school with two other men who looked exactly like him. Should we capture them to examine the progress they have done in the time that we have not been examining them? The other said. No, the time which is now has come. Follow them is what we shall need to do in order to capture them, which is what we must do, the third one said. Few hours later. Didn't I just pass that guy? Naruto thought to himself, as he could have sworn that man was someone he possessed. They are carrying, thought to himself, and noticed their stomachs moving. Better send a text, he thought to himself. With Splinter. Splinter said, as he saw the message his son sent, which said being followed by men who look exactly the same. We'll try and lose them. Check in an hour. This may be bad, he said to himself, calling the others. With Naruto. Okay, this is creepy, Naruto said, as he saw a dozen of the same man holding blaster sword. I remember that, thought to himself, freezing up. Experiment 2214 surrenders to Krong, so Krong may examine the experiment that you are. One said. Kiss my ass, Naruto said, as he transformed. One fired at him, sending him into a wall. Fuck, forgot how much those hurt. He groaned as he struggled to get up and fell as the Krong shot him some more times. Take this one to the truck that will take him to the headquarters in which we are currently using, a Krong said. Two fired weapons, making electric cables wrap around his arms and two more around his legs. Few minutes later. Whoa, what is that? April said, seeing Naruto in his fox form, but didn't know it was him. Be careful, April, Kirby O'Neil said to her. I can't believe those freaks beat me so easily, Naruto groaned in pain. Naruto? April said, recognizing his voice. Naruto looked up at April, then at himself. Shit, he said, changing back. Okay, I have a lot to tell you, he said, knowing this would be a long explanation. Wait, this is the Naruto you won't stop talking about? April's father asked. So you talk about me, Naruto said teasingly. Shut up, April said, looking away. Why are you here? I mean, me I can get, but why you too? Naruto asked, as he then noticed Kirby tense slightly. No idea, April said honestly, so I gotta ask, are you a werewolf? She asked curiously. Naruto banged his head on the floor of the truck as he heard that, as his brothers used to make jokes about that. Well, I know it wasn't a devil fruit, April said with a smile at Naruto being annoyed. You and my brother Mikey will get along, nerd, Naruto grumbled, as he had heard that from Mikey before. Can't you breathe fire or do something to get us out of here? Her father asked. Okay, I am a fox, where do you get that idea? Naruto asked him flatly. They took my swords, but I do still have these, he said, taking out trench knives, and I can't breath fire, but I can do this, he said, as his knives lit on fire. Oh geez, her father said, backing up. Trust me badly. Naruto said, as he punched the door and melted the door as he cut. Come with me if you want to live, he said to them. And my One Piece comment makes me a nerd. April asked, getting up. Be watchin' I watch classic movies, Naruto said to her, as he ducked some shot. You are also very dead, he yelled loudly, and froze, as the ones shooting at him were taken down by his brothers. Turtles? April said in surprise. My brothers, Naruto said, confusing her more. What's next? A gorilla with a hammer? April's father asked, getting out. Dude, that'd be so cool. Mikey said, thinking about it. So this is your girlfriend, eh? Raph said. She's not my girlfriend. Naruto yelled in embarrassment. Says Mr. I go gaga over every retweet on TV. Raph said with a chuckle. Oh, so you like retweets? April said teasingly, brushing her hair back. Never shut up about them. Like this one in this movie, Mikey was saying before Naruto shut his mouth. Shut the shell up already. Naruto said, blushing up a storm. Oh brother. April's father said, rolling his eyes, as this was teenage romancer hormones at their finest. Her father then screamed, getting shot, as some of the Krong grabbed him. Bad, April yelled out, as Naruto pulled her back as they were being shot at. Come on, we gotta go, Donnie said, as they took too much fire. April looked down, as they ran off. 1 hour later. Go, Naruto said, growling at his brothers to move on, as he wanted to talk to April alone. Sorry about your dad, he said, as with the heavy fire and New Mutant they were literally outgunned. He's gonna be okay, right? She asked. I don't know. Naruto said, as he couldn't lie to her, but if they wanted him alive, we know they intend to keep him that way, he said, as that was the point of kidnapping. April gave a weak smile at his attempt to cheer her up. Are you gonna be okay? Naruto asked her. I don't know, April said, looking down. You have my number, and I'll bring you to my home if you ever need to be around friends, Naruto said to her with a smile before running off. Dojo. I am impressed, Leonardo. You proved to be an effective leader under the most difficult of circumstances. Splinter smiles. Thank you, sensei. And I think I figured out why you made me a leader. Leo said. Why is that? Splinter asks. Because you sensed inside me a true warrior's spirit that could forge us all into the heroes we are destined to become. Leo smiles. No. Splinter said, confusing him. No. Then why? Leo asks. Because you asked. Splinter said. That's it? Leo asks. But you seemed so certain you were right. As a leader, you will learn that there is no right and wrong, only choices. Splinter said. So you could have chosen any of us? Leo asks. Yes. Splinter nods. Even Mikey? Leo cringed. No. That would have been wrong. Splinter chuckles. Few minutes later. So how is your girlfriend? Splinter said, a hint of humor in his tone. Not my girlfriend, and she's fine, Naruto said to him. How do the blades work? Splinter said, as with their combined knowledge, they were able to find ways to tap into mythical chakra arts. Fine, fire worked out well, so next I'll try other elements, Naruto said. Splinter nodded in approval, and they both went to the living room to see one of their shuriken on the news. Everybody. Come here. We made the news. Mikey calls out. A report of these ninjas in New York. Don't believe me? After residents reported a disturbance, the police recovered this. On screen an image of their shuriken appeared. For Channel 6 News, this is Carlos Chang O'Brien Gam saying, Hiya. Cool. Naruto said. Cool. This is awesome. We're gonna be famous. Mikey cheers. You must be more careful. The ninja's most powerful weapon is the shadows. Being brought out into the light is a dangerous thing. Splinter warns. Relax, sensei. It's one little news story. What's the worst that can happen? Raph asks. Japan. In Tokyo, a shadowy figure was watching the news. Ninjas in New York. Don't believe me? After residents reported a disturbance, the police recovered this. As the shuriken appeared on screen. So my old enemy is in New York and training his own army. At last, I can finish what I started so long ago. Prepare my jet. I'm going to visit an old friend. He orders before putting on a sharp helmet. 1 week later. Raph was training in the gym, lashing out at a punching bag, upset from his recent mission above where he and brothers had to deal with an annoying fat man named Vic. His brothers had called him out on letting his anger get to him again, but, as always, Raph brushes it off and went to vent out in his room. You understand me, don't you, Spike? Chew on your leaf if you understand me. Raph said, as Spike took a bite. I thought so. He said with a smile. I understand you, Raphael. Splinter said. Look, Master Splinter, I am really not in the mood for a lecture or a story. Raph said. Spike, chew on your leaf if you are in the mood for a story. Splinter said, as Spike took a bite. Very well. When I was a young man, I fell in love with a woman. Her name was Tang Shen. And I was not the only one who loved her. There was another man competing for her attention, Oroku Saki. Shredder said. Shredder? Raph said. One day, he insulted me in front of her. He called me many things. I felt I could not let those insults go unanswered. I lost my temper. And over time, our rivalry festered into hatred until Shredder sought to finish me and I lost my beloved Tang Shen. Splinter explained. But it wasn't your fault, Shredder insulted you. You had no choice. Raph argued. No choice? I could have chosen to ignore him. I could have chosen to let his words wash over me like a river over stone. But I let him anger me. It was I who made his words into weapons. That's the choice I made. What choice will you make? Splinter asked. Raph thought long and hard about those words before walking out. You know it wasn't your fault, Sensei. Naruto said to him. You did the best you could and fought for your family. Maybe that's what my parents did for me, he said to him. But I don't know that, and neither do you. We don't know everything and can't focus on what ifs, he said to him, walking after Raph. And I thought I was the wise one, Splinter said to himself, as this particular son was always wise in the spiritual sense, sometimes knowing more than him when it came to the feelings of others. 30 minutes later. Alright guys. Prepare to dish out the mighty wrath of justice. Leo said. Seriously, just yell, get him. Donnie said. Is it too late to choose a new leader? Naruto said. Eddie didn't have time to finish his sentence when the giant spider attacked, the five striking at him while using his hind legs as a shield to block their assaults. He fired off a spray of acid at Naruto, who jumped away, slicing at his limb, cutting it off only for Vic to swat him away. We're no match for spider bites. Mikey said. Spider bites? Leo asked. Well, he's a spider and he bites, so Mikey said. We get it. They shouted as spider bites had circled them, spitting acid causing them to fall through the floor below. We can do this, the five of us. Leo said. Yeah, that might be a problem because you sent one of us home. Donnie said. Let's just toast this bug. Naruto said. Yeah, spiders aren't bugs, they're Donnie started when Spider Bites threw him into a pile of boxes. Wow. I didn't think this guy could get any uglier. A voice said revealing Raph. Raph. Mikey and Donnie shouted while Leo and Naruto smiled. Oh look. It's the Kung Fu frog with the salad tongs. Spider Bite said. Hey, it's the huge idiot that's about to get his butt kicked. Raph answered. He attacked while the others followed his lead. They kept getting thrown back and then Spider Bites made an acid circle again, making them fall through to the third floor, which had mutagen underneath. Oh look, it's a little frog. Spider Bites taunted facing Raph. Ribbit. Spider Bites kept throwing insults, but Raph breathed in and out. Like a river over stone. He muttered, claiming himself before he smiled and attacked, kicking Spider Bites back. That's some kung fu, frog. Spider Bites commented. The others landed beside Raph. We're not kung fu frogs. We're ninja turtles and a demon ninja. Raph stated, holding up his sai with his brothers by his side. I thought we were past this demon nonsense, and plus you're demons to moron, Naruto said, as Splinter told them all about Japanese legends. 2 weeks later. Chris Bradford, Naruto said in surprise. I think I went to an open tournament he had at his gym, he said to himself. Oh man, what's he like? Mikey asked him curiously. He was off, Naruto said, as even in his childhood he noticed the man was putting up a front, as he felt the man was less friendly than he seemed. Be careful if you do this, Mikey, he said, allowing his brother the opportunity to make his own mistakes. Come on, we have to make friends if we gonna survive in this town, right? Mikey said. Naruto watched as his brother ran off like an idiot and decided to do some investigating. Next day. I swear, Mikey, you so owe me for this, Naruto said, as he was outside Bradford's dojo in broad daylight, as Mikey went to see him last night and he wanted to test the waters of the man's character. He walked inside to see Bradford teaching a class. Who are you? Bradford said harshly. You said when I was older we could have a match, Bradford, or did you forget? Naruto said, pointing to a picture of himself on Bradford's wall. Bradford looked at the picture and saw a small boy. I remember you now, he said with a small smile. I hope you have progressed. Mind a quick spar? He said arrogantly, thinking he'd smack the kid around. Sure. Naruto said as he took a stance. Both men walked in a symmetrical way, circling around the ring. Bradford leapt up, bringing his foot down, but Naruto caught the foot and twisted Bradford's foot, making him spin and land on his back. He's good, boss thought, recognizing the styles easily. It's simple, effective, and harsh, Naruto thought, as each move was made to subdue the enemy and harm them aggressively. He's cool, Bradford thought, as he was even better than the foot ninjas. Bradford charged, throwing a flurry of punches that Naruto blocked as he backed up. Always go in for the finishing blow when your opponent gives you an opening, he said with a grin. And never relied much on a single attack, Naruto said, falling back and kicked Bradford in the chest, making him back up. When Bradford kneeled down, Naruto stood over him also, he said before he landed a punch to Naruto's gut, making him cough as he held his stomach. Never lower your guard to an opponent, he said. When Bradford went to kick Naruto, Naruto caught the kick and raised Bradford up and slammed him on the ground. He's arrogant and a dick, but I couldn't tell if he was evil, Naruto thought, as the man gave off too much emotions that focused around his ego for him to even think about him clearly. Bradford spun while on his back, knocking Naruto's legs from under him. When the man got close, Naruto double kicked him before getting back up. Healed, Naruto said to him. Something was off, thought to himself. Late at night. That kid was impressive. What was his name? Bradford thought, looking at Naruto's victory picture. When he was 8 years old, Naruto, I think, he beat my master's daughter, he thought, as he always thought it was a fluke or just luck of youth, but now he realized it was all skill. He should recruit him, he thought, leaving the photo on his desk as he walked off. Hey, it's Naruto, Mikey said as he saw the picture. Bradford had to restrain his urge to kill him, but became curious when he mentioned the boy. Oh, you know him, he fought in my dojo, he said. Remember, Mikey, no matter how much you trust someone, don't give out information about authors. Naruto's voice rang in Mikey's head. Oh, I've fought him a couple of times, he said to him. Oh, Bradford said, motioning for him to continue. Friend or foe, he became infinitely more useful, he thought to himself. Usually he'd always win, Mikey said to him. Interesting, Bradford said, as if he beat the turtles he really needed to find the boy. Next day. High school so easy, Bradford said to himself as he visited a few high schools and dropped Naruto's name for a material arts opportunity. He denied it, Greet thought to himself, as he needed the boy, as he hated to admit it. The turtles were competent in combat. He then saw Naruto exit the school with Irma. He knows the turtles, but in what way? Bradford thought, as that was the key to his success. Want me to walk you home? Naruto asked Irma. Irma blushed at this and looked down so Naruto wouldn't see. As sure, she stuttered out as she smiled. Naruto noticed Bradford immediately. Despite the distance, he kept basic ninja distance, a thought, as he guessed Bradford thought he was good at only combat. As he walked Irma home, Bradford kept following him. Once he got Irma home, as soon as she went in her house, Bradford pulled up in front of him. "Is there a reason you're following me, dude?" Naruto asked him as the car's window rolled down. "You turned me down, I'm very persistent kid," Bradford said to him. "And my answer remains the same," Naruto said to him, walking away as Bradford drove beside him. "Ah, come on kid, it's something that'd put those skills of yours to actual use," Bradford said. This got Naruto's attention. "What kind of use?" he asked. "Come with me and I'll show you," Bradford said, opening up his passenger door. Naruto thought about it and against his common sense he went in Bradford's car as the man drove off. Later at Bradford's dojo. "You need to stop showing mercy, go in for the kill, your enemy is only defeated when they can't get up," Bradford said as they had been sparring for hours, both sporting bruises. "Noted," Naruto said as he had to admit this opponent was very dangerous. "That's enough for today," Bradford said. Naruto nodded as he got up and left, heading home. The lair. "So what was it like? Did he show you how to do the Death Dragon?" Mikey asked excitedly, jumping up and down. "No Mikey, he hasn't shown me the Death Dragon yet," Naruto said, rolling his eyes. "Where have you been? Looks like you got the shell knocked out of you," Raph asked, seeing Naruto's bruises. "Yeah, you missed our sparring sessions," Leo said. "My bad," Naruto said as he was plenty bruised enough. Suddenly he flinched as the end of cane hit the ground. "Naruto, where have you been? You know the rules, if you are going to be out later, first you call," Splinter said to him. "Sorry, sensei," Naruto said. "What happened to you? You're bruised," Splinter asked, wondering what happened. "Training," Naruto said. "With?" Splinter asked, as well his turtle children tried to lie. Naruto didn't tell the whole truth. "A friend sorta," Naruto said. "First Michelangelo is out on the surface longer, now you?" Splinter said to him, as it was surprising. "Wait, were you with a girl?" he asked, as he remembered his wife giving him a few bruises here and there. "Father?" Naruto said, blushing. "No, Mikey made a friend and I decided to check him out. Luckily he was the guy I did the tournament with as a kid, remember," he said, as his father told him he had a chance to experience both humanity and mutant, experiencing both worlds. "Yes, the tournament you signed in without my permission," Splinter said. "Here we go again," Naruto muttered, rubbing his head. "He bruised you?" Splinter asked. "He's got a fair knowledge and techniques, one must take advantage of all means to better oneself after all," Naruto said. "Ah, don't turn my words back on me, that's my thing," Splinter said, as that was one thing his son did very well. "His fighting style, it was aggressive and deadly," Naruto said, as Bradford was going easy first time. "So like Raph?" Donnie asked, pointing a thumb at Raph. "Hey." Raph said, then thinking he actually liked that. "Maybe more than Raph's," Naruto said. "Maybe if we keep learning, he'll teach us the Death Dragon," Mikey said. "Death Dragon?" Splinter asked, raising an eyebrow. "It was a serious move, sensei, if used on an unsuspecting enemy," Naruto said to him. "Yeah, a deadly move in his arsenal," Mikey said as he demonstrated it, but Naruto blocked it. "Don't use the same move repeatedly, Mikey, especially on someone who has seen it," Naruto said to him. Mikey grunted as he took his hand back. "This man is no friend," Splinter bowled out as he breathed heavily. "What makes you say that?" Raph asked. "That move belongs to the Shredder," Splinter said as the turtles froze hearing that. "You mean?" Naruto said. "This Bradford is an underling of the Shredder," Splinter said. "Sensei, father," Naruto said, getting his attention. "Bradford wants to recruit me," Naruto said to him. Splinter raised a brow, wondering what he was getting at, as he clearly said no. "Maybe I should let him," Naruto said, catching his sensei's staff, struggling to keep it in place. "Are you out of your mind?" Splinter yelled. "The enemy is looking for us, this may keep us one step ahead of the game," Naruto said, jumping back. "Naruto, the moment I realize your last name," Splinter said. "I look nothing like you, and who knows, I may catch the Shredder's interest," Naruto said to him, as if Shredder was like his master, they didn't believe in coincidences. "Are we sure about this? I mean seriously, dude. This sounds like a idea Mikey would suggest," Raph said. "Yeah, which is why it might work if we can pull it off," Naruto said, as it was all about chance. "My son, you have no idea the horrors the Shredder is capable of," Splinter said. "And if he finds us, those horrors will be before us. If I do this, I may give us an advantage," Naruto said to him. "Please my son, reconsider," Splinter said to him pleadingly. "Sorry father, but I have to," Naruto said, walking out. Splinter sighed silently, wishing him luck. Later at Bradford's dojo. "You made a fine decision, kid Bradford." "My friends were less than pleased about this, not a fan of clubs," Naruto said to him, as he was given something. "This isn't what your ninja are wearing," he said to him. Bradford chuckled. "You need something more, these are foot soldiers, you are able to keep up with me, consider yourself above the rest," he said to him. Naruto looked at the mask, as it looked of similar design to Bradford's helmet with a red visor. The robes were a combination of both Bradford's armor and the foot ninja uniform. He then put it on. "Welcome to the foot," Bradford said to him. "The turtles are coming here tonight. I hope you can defeat them like you have before," he said to him. Naruto leered, not liking what he will have to do. "I've beaten them before, and I'll do it again," he said to him. But Bradford said to him, "Nice weapons by the way," he said, looking at Naruto's weapon. Naruto had to get different style weapons, having 2 swords given to him by Splinter and black trench knives with a razor's edge. "Naruto, if you infiltrate the Foot Clan you cannot fight like yourself, as that is how martial artists recognize each other, especially for ninja you need to fight as they do without mercy," Splinter said, as if he were choking back bile, his last words ringing in Naruto's mind. "Unleash my instincts, my restraints, it is time to unleash the beast," Naruto thought, as even though he could switch between forms in both, he could unleash the primal side, as fox side had the predator that showed no weaknesses that his human nature had. Later at night, Mikey entered Bradford's dojo, and the moment he did he was thrown to a wall, and when he looked up he saw Naruto. He was unable to finish, as Naruto hit the stomach part of his shell, enough power to make his actual stomach feel it. "Lights out, big mouth," Naruto said, kicking Mikey in the face, knocking him out. "Quick and effective," Bradford thought, thinking this would be easier than he thought. "Tie him up," Naruto said to the foot ninja, who looked at him and backed away when he growled and did as instructed. "Time for the prey to come to the predator," he said. "Haha," Bradford laughed hearing this. "Oh kid, you will do my master proud. Who knows, he may even train you," he said jokingly. "Your master?" Naruto asked calmly. "You will meet him someday if you continue to do well," Bradford said to him. Few hours later. "Mikey, Raph said, whispering, as he, Donnie, and Leo entered the building. The trio grunted, getting hit in the face with bright lights. "I was beginning to wonder when you'd show," Naruto said, as he stood next to Bradford with a tied and restrained Mikey behind them. The brothers were nervous as they looked at Naruto, as he warned them before he would help them as best he could, but if it looked like he was holding back he needed to make it look serious. "Let our brother go," Leo said. "Come up here and make me," Naruto said, as he took out his twin swords. "Am I the only one feeling like we should be shaking in our shells?" Raph said, as Naruto was being very terrifying. "Focus on getting Mikey free, then we can focus on him," Leo said, pulling out his katanas. "Come on, or are you as slow as regular turtles? You are uglier than regular ones, especially the red one," Naruto said. "Oh, that's it," Raph yelled as he charged. Bradford was going to attack Raph as he jumped up to their level, but Naruto slammed his palms into Raph's chest, sending him flying before dropping past Leo and Donnie. "So are apples," Raph said, as he drew the short stick as he faced Naruto. He got angry when Naruto put his weapons away and merely held up his fists. "You wanna do this?" he said, charging at him aggressively as they began to exchange punches. Naruto easily blocked each of Raph's punches, deliver quick and powerful blows to him, aiming for sensitive spots. Raph coughed and was sent flying as Naruto had him good. "Release our brother," Leo said, as he and Donnie were able to subdue Bradford and aimed their blades at his throat. "Orders?" Naruto asked Bradford, as he needed to play the part of a good soldier. Bradford felt the blade against his neck. "Release him," he said bitterly. Naruto mentally sighed as he undid Mikey's chains and let him go. "Get Mikey now, hand him over," he said to them as they tossed Bradford over and ran away. "Sorry," Naruto said. "Ha ha, did you see that? They ran away even though they could have easily overpowered us with their numbers. I'd say you put some fear into them," Bradford said, taking that as some merit. "Come, we have somewhere to go," he said to him. 1 hour later. Naruto looked at all the foot ninja assembled, thinking this was HQ for them. As he followed Bradford, they made it to a throne room. "You failed me, Bradford, you lose to reptiles and have the audacity to face me," a deep gruff voice said to him. "Master, I have brought you a skilled warrior," Bradford said as he kneeled. "This warrior is nothing, all I care for is the end of Hamato Yoshi and his disciples," the man said, spinning his throne around, revealing the Shredder in his armored glory. "He has bested the turtles before, it was only due to the one that we failed in this mission," Bradford said. "You have fought these freaks before?" the Shredder asked, sounding slightly interested. "Yes," Naruto said, taking a knee, guessing it would feed the man's ego. "Who are you?" Shredder asked. Naruto sighed, as he knew he was very screwed in this. "Naruto Hamato," he said, as he heard the unsheathing of blades. "Who is your father, boy?" Shredder said, approaching him, his blades being dragged on the floor. "I'm an orphan," Naruto said to him. "All I have is my given name," he said to him. Shredder had the boy unmasked. "He does not look like him," thought to himself, looking the boy over. "And you have no idea who your parents are?" he asked him again. No, I do not," Shredder said, contemplating his thought. "Stand," he said, unleashing his other blade. Naruto prepared himself, but soon saw he was not even close to prepared, as Shredder and him immediately clashed and saw his blades being slowly cut like a knife through butter fight like Hido's thought as he dropped his swords doing a backflip and took out his trench knives. Close combat, an unwise decision, Shredder said as they charged each other. 30 minutes later. Naruto Hamato. Shredder set his foot on the boy's chest. Perhaps you are worthy, he said, walking away from him. Naruto struggled to get up as he had man cuts and bruises and lost a lot of blood. I am surprised you lasted that long, Bradford said, looking at Naruto in slight awe. Yes, so am I, Naruto said to him. Hey, question, do I get paid? He asked curiously. Yes, Shredder pays top dollar for his elite forces and I think you might qualify, Bradford said suggestively. With Shredder. What happened? Hamato Shredder thought deeply as he wondered about Naruto, as there was some semblance of familiarity to Hamato in some ways, but the boy told the truth about being an orphan. He checked his records immediately as the files have him listed as an orphan, no parents, nothing. And now that he thought back, he remembered the boy meeting his daughter in the tournament Bradford had, as he used those as ways to test Karai, and to see her lose was something else. This boy may not be Splinters, he said to himself, as he remembered the boy being alone in his victory. Splinter would never leave a child, and Bradford said those turtles called themselves brothers. And Naruto fought without mercy, thought, trying to put all the pieces together in his mind. This boy is worth something to Hamato Yashi, but it does not matter, he thought to himself. Bradford, he called out to his student. Yes, Master Shredder, Bradford said to him simply. The boy, I wish to train him, bring him to me when he comes, Shredder said to him. 1 hour later. Splinter looked at his son with a heavy heart as Naruto was covered in wounds. It reminded him of the frail child he found all those years ago. And I thought we had a bad night, Raph said, as all the anger he had for the fight earlier was gone. You fought the Shredder, Splinter said sadly, as he knew there was no other explanation. Yo, Michelangelo said, as he looked at his brother. Are you okay? Donnie asked him, helping him up. Yeah, I'll live, but we are so screwed if we fight him, Naruto said to them. What was it like being a foot? Mickey asked. Honestly, part of me enjoyed it, the predator side of me, Naruto said, as he looked at his hand as it changed into its fox look. It is understandable that the hunter inside would enjoy such extreme methods, Splinter said, as considering Naruto would become a fox, a predator, that side would enjoy the foot's methods. Did you learn anything besides getting the fur smacked off you? Raph asked. Yeah, he has a kid, Naruto said to them. The Shredder, has a kid, Leo asked in shock. Yeah, and apparently I beat her in Bradford's tournament years ago, Naruto said. Of course it's a chick. Raphael muttered. Is she hot? Michelangelo asked before getting whacked on the head. I thought she was cute, Naruto said, as she was very skilled when they were kids. Of course you did. Raph said with a snicker. What's that supposed to mean? That bro, you tend to kinda go gaga over chicks, Raph said. I do not. Tell that to all the posters of chicks in your room. Raph said. And Megan Fox, Leo said, as he liked the posters Naruto had. And Selena Gomez. Donnie added. And Scarlett Johansson. Mikey added. Okay, I get it. Naruto said, frowning. Face it, you go crazy for the ladies, Mikey said. It's cause I have taste, Naruto said. The daughter of the man who ruined my life is tasty. Splinter said, raising a brow. No, that's not what he means, Leo said. I'm gonna assume she's a tomboy, you go nuts for those, Raph said with a smirk. I do not. Naruto said with a massive blush. What about? Finish that sentence, Mikey, and I'll rip out your tongue, Naruto said. Mikey yelped as he held his tongue. For now, rest and heal, you definitely need it. Splinter said. Naruto nodded as he headed for his room to rest. Splinter went to his tree in the dojo and meditated as he felt much anger and confusion as he wondered how Shredder had a daughter, as he only ever loved his wife and was not one for compassion if anything, and it made him uneasy that Shredder had been so close to Naruto when he was a child, and Shredder having a daughter greatly confused him, made him think of the daughter he lost. And the things he was missing, and he felt like he was missing the complete picture. Tokyo. Bradford Karai, daughter of the Shredder, thought looking at her phone seeing a video and was shocked to see her father training someone he's surviving longer than Mosch thought, as she was honestly amazed anyone could survive the blows her father delivered. His name is Naruto Hamato. Shredder thinks he might have a connection to Splinter but not know it, and in case you need a reminder of who he is, Bradford said in his text as he then sent a picture. Karai remembered this tournament as her father was displeased with her, but she had to admit she had fun fighting him as a child. Few days later. I swear I need to find a place, Naruto said to himself, completely dirty and covered in multiple fluids and other substances like ash and dust. You're being followed? I take it. Splinter asked him, as if Shredder was curious about Naruto. He'd do everything he could to find out everything he could about him. Yeah, I may need to get an apartment as a front, Naruto said to them, as it would be a good idea to have a place where the Shredder thought he lived. Awesome new crib, Mikey said with a celebratory smile. You can't show up out of the blue, Mikey, if I'm being followed and monitored if you're seen entering my apartment, Naruto said to him. I may have an idea on how to get the funds for it anyway, he said in thought. And what are you intending to do to get these funds? Splinter said, giving Naruto a look. As well, he stole in the past, it was as a means of survival and never took too much or what would be missed. Shredder has a front for where he keeps some of his cash reserves. It's a small one, so he shouldn't look too deeply into it, Naruto said to his father. Think this through, Naruto. The Shredder will likely be very displeased about this. Someone will need to take the fall for this, Splinter said, as he didn't want his family to draw in too much attention, especially the Shredders. I have a plan, and it's not gonna be pretty, Naruto said, turning into his fox form. Next day. Bradford, what is this I hear about one of our fronts being attacked? Shredder said, sounding displeased. We were attacked by a werewolf, Bradford said to him. Shredder suppressed many displeased signs, as after finding out about the turtles he decided to listen. The mad werewolf stole all our money from that front, 10 million, Bradford said to him, showing him a picture. And the foot ninja on guard? Shredder asked, wanting to know how badly he would have to punish them. Severely maimed, sir. They were rushed to the hospital, Bradford said, as they all had severe cuts. Unfortunate for you, Shredder said, stopping, as someone walked in. Seeing Naruto, at least someone is worthy, he said, seeing Naruto, as he had instructed all his ninja to attack him the moment he walked in, and either he snuck past them or he defeated them, either was preferable to the man. More training, Naruto asked him. Foot ninja, Shredder said, as a few dozen showed up. Now I feel insulted, Naruto said, as Shredder chuckled. I wonder if that speaks more about him as a student or you as a master, Shredder said, looking at Bradford, who had no way of knowing if that was a compliment or insult. 5 minutes later. Barely a scratch on him, Shredder said, sounding pleased as he saw Naruto had defeated all his ninja. Bradford was amazed as Naruto was getting better with each and every fight. Naruto, I wish for you to go and check on our other operations, Shredder said to him, but you will be going with our other street assets, he said to him. Oh god, not him, Bradford said in annoyance. Ah, Bradford's replacement, how nice it is to meet you, a man with a light afro and a biker-themed getup that was similar to Naruto's fox form. Xavier, meet Naruto, Shredder said to him, doing the simple introduction. Put her there, Never said, extending his hand. Naruto reached and grabbed his wrist and raised it. I am no fool, he said to him. Impressive, you'll be fun, Xavier said, sounding entertained. Let's go, protege, he said, as they left. Sir, I think this is a bad idea. Xavier is scum, Bradford said to his master. Xavier is resourceful and tricky, he keeps many on edge. It is rare for anyone to catch his interest or even gain his respect, Shredder said, knowing Bradford and Never had a great dislike for one another as they were opposites, having traits the other seemingly lacked. 1 hour later. Xavier was scanning Naruto carefully as they walked along the streets. He was impressed Naruto blended in so naturally. Not into dude, so stop checking me out, Naruto said, not looking at Xavier. I am not gay. Bradford, on the other hand, with how he looks at me, that's another story, ever said to him. You're pretty good with those knives, Naruto said, as the switchblades he had were incredibly sharp and the way he used them and spun them in his hands was so skillful, but he did it on pure instinct. It's all in the wrist, Xavier said to him. Naruto, a familiar voice said to him. Naruto's blood went cold as he was knocked out of his beast mental state and Never smiled as they saw Irma. Fuck, Naruto thought on repeat. Hello, senorita, I am an old acquaintance of Naruto's. Who might you be? Xavier said, acting polite. She looks underage, you idiot, Bradford said. I am being polite, and when the fuck did you get here? Xavier said to him, as he knew they were being followed, but didn't think Bradford was that dumb. So Naruto, what are you up to? Irma asked him. Business, Naruto said simply and quickly. Isn't that the guy that had the Real Critty TV show? Irma said, looking at Bradford, making Xavier fall to the floor. Oh man, I forgot that shit cartoon, Xavier said, falling down to the floor. Hi Chris, Bradford said to Irma. I am so dead, Naruto said, as before he could say anything else he saw a familiar redeed. Fuck my life, he thought to himself. Naruto? Irma. April said in surprise. I have to ask, do you just hang out with women? You have serious game then, my friend, Never said, seeing April. I swear you're an idiot, Bradford said to Xavier. Game respects game, my ugly friend, you have no game, Xavier said to him. You two go on ahead, I'll catch up, Naruto said as he walked towards Irma and April. My life is private, if you idiots show yourselves to them again, I'll kill you both, he said to them. Ah, I get you, gotta take care of your women, keep them out of your business. I respect that, Xavier said to him with a smile, but don't think you can, he was saying till he moved his head, a kunai cutting his cheek. I said to leave them alone, if you even look at them I'll murder you both, Naruto growled as his eyes slitted for a moment and he glared at them. Ah, Bradford said as he saw Xavier clutch his bleeding cheek. I can't tell whether to be pissed or impressed, Xavier said to him as Naruto just got a lot of his respect just now. They both nodded at Naruto and left, leaving Naruto alone as April and Irma approached. "What's with them?" April asked. "Super gay couple, both can't admit their feelings for each other," Naruto said to her flatly. "The muscle guy is my sensei, and I agreed to help him with stuff," he said to them, pushing them away. "See you at school." April mind delivering something, grab a pizza, said, hoping she caught on. April nodded, getting the message. "Let's go, enough teasing your girlfriends is fun, but we have work to do," Xavier said to him, dragging him off. 1 hour later. "You know I like him, he's fun," Xavier said to Bradford. "Good thing I got here when I did, otherwise you might have ruined him," he said to him. "He has potential to be a warrior. You have potential as a street thug at best," Bradford said to him, scoffing. "But Naruto. Please tell me you guys marked all those locations and people," Naruto said over the phone with everyone having a conference call. "Yeah, and those guys are intense," Leo said, as even Raph was impressed. "April comes through on the pizza?" Naruto asked, as he wondered if she did what he asked. "Yep," Mikey said happily. "These guys are gonna keep coming. I need some distance," Naruto said, as he knew he was being followed by more foot ninja as he went to his apartment. 3 hours later. "I really got screwed over on this," Naruto said, as he paid $750,000 for April's apartment building and was a little glad no one leased the top floor, as he was gonna remodel that later and improve on the building's structure. Next day. "Thank you, Denai," Naruto thought, as he made a bunch of calls to contractors, and Donnie even got to work on this place tonight when people left. He then heard a knock on his door and ready to kunai as he answered and mentally sighed in relief when he saw it was April. "Nice place," April said jokingly, seeing torn down walls and wiring out. "Yeah, I'll admit it's a fixer-upper," Naruto said, as he was glad his brothers helped him clear rubble. "Yeah, well, I wanted to see if you wanted to hang out," April said, as she played with her hair a bit. Naruto would have said yes in a heartbeat if he didn't send someone on his balcony. "Sorry, April, but I have work to finish." "Rain check?" he asked with a smile, hoping she would leave. "Sure," April said, trying to hide her disappointment. Naruto was pissed the moment the door closed as he rose, his kunai clashing against a short blade. "Relax, I'm here to give you a mission from Father Karai," said in amusement. "I'd appreciate my home not being used for your games," Naruto said, seeing the amusement in her eyes. "Oh, did I make you mad by making it so your little girlfriend had to leave?" Karai said. "Keep talking and I'll show you how mad I can be," Naruto said with a glare, resisting his fox urges telling him to rip her apart. "I like that look in your eye," Karai said, as she looked deep into his eye, feeling something deep within his very being. "Bet you'd like a sword through the head too." "The hell you want?" Naruto asked her. "Like I said, my father wants us for a mission," Karai said to him. "Well, don't want to make Needle Arms upset now, do I?" Naruto said. Karai laughed. "Not even Xavier jokes about him," Karai said, finding his bravery or stupidity hilarious. "Well, one day maybe I'll be wearing that armor, then things will really change," Naruto said. Karai froze. "You wanna challenge my father?" she said in shock, as the Foot Clan lead on one principle: the strong led, not because of blood or anything else. "You became the Shredder by killing or defeating the previous one and taking his helmet. Why don't you? I mean, you are the scar-faced walking blenders kid, aren't you?" Naruto said. "It's not by blood, it's by skill. One leads the Foot Clan," Karai said, as there were many contenders for the title. "Well, one day my skill will kick his shiny metal ass," Naruto said to her. "If you want to take over for my father, then you need better taste in women," Karai said with a glare at the street below, which showed April heading out. "But you didn't I?" Naruto said before he suited up. "You got me. You haven't got," Karai was saying till she saw her blade in his hand. "You were saying?" Naruto said as he jumped across the roof. "Can you keep up?" he said, dashing off. "Oh hell, Karai thought as she chased after him, feeling odd as this was the first time that she chased after anyone. With Shredder. This Shredder thought as he examined the torn down floor of Naruto's apartment. "We here," he thought as he was trying to decipher Naruto's intentions and wondered why he chose some place this common. Shredder then left, not seeing more reasons to stick around. 1 hour later. "Fuck this," Naruto said as Shredder was establishing himself in the territory, establishing his dominance to some thugs, purple dragons, and some blob that looked like it ate an Italian mob boss. "You want him to get upset and pummel you, go right ahead," Karai said. "He does that already," Naruto said as he was sparring with Shredder weekly. "Trust me, I know this difference of him pummeling to train and pummeling when he's upset," Karai said. "So my blood on his floor," Naruto said, raising a brow as Shredder basically tried to maim him. "Now that was to train. If you were to go up against him when he's upset, well, I hope you can live having only one arm," Karai said. "Tell him to bring it then," Naruto said as they both froze, hearing the sounds of blades being unleashed. They both turned and saw Shredder. "Your funeral whiskers," Karai said as she backed up. "You wish to test yourself against me when I'm serious?" Shredder said, almost sounding amused. "Fuck me," Naruto said as he readied himself. Then come child, let us see if you can wear this armor so soon, Shredder said. 2 hours later. Eri kept her mouth shut and felt bile come to her mouth as Naruto was bruised, cut up, and bleeding, looking like he was inside of a blender. Do you see now why I rule the foot? Why did I earn the title of Shredder? Your name is the Shredder. I thought it was Butterknife. When you gonna take out the real blades? Naruto said, having a bloody smile. Shredder growled before stabbing Naruto through the stomach, then kicking him in the face, sending him through a wall. He turned and walked away and froze when he heard some laughing and saw Naruto standing up just barely. Where do you think you're going? Naruto said. That's it. Shredder muttered before he began to sway his arms around before one looked like it was vibrating. He then charged with a yell, striking Naruto in the chest, making him fall over passed out. Eri watched as her father took a knee as that move was slightly draining. See if he has a pulse, Shredder said to his daughter. I want to know if he lives, he said, fully interested. Eri subtly nodded as she walked over and checked his pulse, feeling one rather faintly. He'll live, hopefully, she said. Take him, he will need time to heal, Shredder said, as he used that move many times on most in better condition usually survived that should have killed him. Eri nodded as she hoisted Naruto onto her shoulders. Now you know why no one runs their mouth to him, she muttered to the unconscious blonde. Next day. Naruto was too drugged up to think straight, but he could make out some things in his dazed state. You are a champion, amigo, some serious Kojin Zever said to him. One night with you, and now you take on the head honcho. You certainly are interesting, he said to him. I can barely hear what you're saying, but I don't think I liked it, Naruto said. Bruised and stabbed organs, broken ribs, a bruised spine, and on top of that a concussion, yet you're awake only after a day, I said, as Naruto was either brave or dumb. You must have strong drugs, man, she said, impressed. You challenged the Shredder. You are either brave or dumb, but yet you live. I knew you were a warrior, Bradford said, impressed. Not that many drugs, but more spirit, Naruto said as he got up. And how's that spirit now? Karai asked, wondering if he broke like most men. Bruised, I had to see what he was fully capable of, Naruto said to her. Now that you know? Karai asked her curiously. I'll submit for now, Naruto said as he cracked his arm. Let me give you more of the happy juice, Zever said, clicking the button to his IV. No, I want to hear of his battle. Surviving the Shredder is as honorable as a victory, Bradford said to him. Bradford, shut the fuck up, Zever said to him. Yes, he needs to rest, as surviving father's heart strike is no easy feat, Karai said. 1 week later. Dude, Mikey said, seeing Naruto walk in on crutches with April. Did Shredder do that? Raph asked in shock, seeing his brother so badly wounded. I barked at his tree a little too much, Naruto said with a pained chuckle. You may want to hide, Donnie said, as Splinter was pacing the lair with worry with each day passing. Wish I could, but he's here, Naruto said as he chuckled as his father saw his state. Splinter began shouting in Japanese, seeing Naruto, his eyes looking as red as when he got upset. I'm fine, my ego is a little bruised, but fine, Naruto said with a chuckle. You ran your mouth to him, didn't you? I knew your mouth would lead to you getting in trouble. Splinter said. I did this on purpose, Naruto said as he got up. I need to do my job. I infiltrated the Foot Clan, and I am fucking gonna do everything I can to mess with that fucker and gain his trust, he said to them. I saying you'll take his place? April said. That was mostly to catch his attention. Who better to get his attention than someone who wants his fucking throne, Naruto said jokingly. Well, be careful, I don't think you can handle another chest attack that guy gave you, April said as Naruto told her what the Shredder did, and she even saw his medical chart he stole to give to Donnie. You survived the heart strike, Splinter said in total shock. And being stabbed multiple times and getting my ribs broken and spine bruised along with several organs, Naruto said. I'm impressed, Raph said, receiving a smack from Splinter's cane. Raphael, that is a dangerous move. It can kill you if done right. Naruto is lucky enough to be walking at all. He used only one hand, not the signature too, Naruto said. Then you are lucky, Splinter said, playing it low, as that move was extremely dangerous and lethal. Its chance of causing death was rather high. To survive it, even if it was done with one hand, is remarkable. Until you're healed you're not going anywhere, Leo said. I have to stay in my apartment if they come to see me, and I'm not, though they will get suspicious, Naruto said. Then you'll stay there and not go anywhere else and not do anything strenuous, Splinter said. Don't worry, I'll make sure he stays put, April said. Oh really? Naruto said. Yes. April said with a twitchy eyebrow before she pressed down on his leg. Ow, 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 okay, ow. Naruto said to her. Can you say whipped? Raphael said with a snicker. Likey water balloon, Naruto said as he saw his brother throw sour water. Next day. I swear I am so thankful I kept the water running, Naruto said as he got up and made ramen. Naruto? Irma said as she entered. I need a lock on that fucking door, Naruto said to her. I heard you got into a nasty accident, so I thought I could bring you some things to make you feel better, Irma said. Thanks, Naruto said, checking his window, not seeing any foot, thankfully glad Shredder thought he was too winded to even move. Ramen again? Geez, you're never gonna get better if you keep eating this stuff every day. Irma scolded. Don't tell April, she'll hurt me worse, Naruto said. Fine, but you're eating what I make you with it, Irma said, as she lightly glared at Naruto. Yes, ma'am, Naruto said, as he bowed his head slightly. Next day. Can I ask when you moved in? Naruto asked curiously. I didn't, Xever said to him, as he took a swig of Naruto's booze. Oh, I couldn't tell with how you were drinking my fucking sake, Naruto said. Got a cheap ass place, but the alcohol sure ain't cheap, Xever said with a chuckle. What's old Gruesome want now? Naruto asked. Nothing, I am here for my own entertainment, Xever said to him. And what exactly is that? Naruto asked. You are making Bradford look bad, I see an opportunity, Xever said, taking another swig. The fuck, did you get this? It tastes amazing, he said, impressed, as he liked more Spanish spicy, but he liked Japanese spirits, since it was all Shredder bought. The secret store, Naruto said, crossing his arms. Now an opportunity for what? He asked him. To be rid of that fucking stick in the mud, Xever said, as he hated Bradford. And how should I do that? I don't think Shredder would take kindly to his own men slaughtering each other, Naruto said. Bob Bradford has always just been a lapdog following orders to get praise from the boss. Xever said, flicking his knives. You want me to just up and kill him, the man who brought me into the fold? Naruto asked him. You are not loyal to Bradford, Xever said, smiling in amusement. True, I'm more loyal to myself mostly, Naruto said to him, playing his game. Is this about some code of honor Hamato taught you or something? Xever asked. There is no honor among thieves, Naruto said to him with a grin. That's true, you know, amigo, you and I are a lot alike. Xever said. How do you figure that? Naruto asked. Because your eyes tell it all, the world turned its back on you, people look down on you like you didn't matter, and you've had to struggle since you were born just to survive. Xever stated, shocking Naruto. I'm right, aren't I? I know that life very well. Xever said with a respectful smile. Naruto remained silent, as Xever soon left. Rated all my fucking sack, a thought in annoyance seeing the empty bottles. Next morning. Naruto woke up from his rest and caught a blade and knocked out a blade from Bradford's hands, dodging slash after slash, and fell as he was stabbed in the back of the knee. Naruto grit his teeth, pulling a kunai from behind his back, rushing at Bradford, swiping his blade against Bradford, the older ninja trying to avoid and parry the strikes. Naruto swiped out Bradford's blade out of his hands, forcing him to resort to using his hands. The Naruto blocked his punch with elbow, then ducked under his kick. Bradford waited, then slammed his fist into Naruto's wounded side, digging his fingers into it, trying to steer up to the pain, causing Naruto grit his teeth in pain, before forcing Bradford back, kicking him in the stomach, knocking him into a close-by wall. Quickly Naruto placed his kunai against Bradford's neck. Word of advice, never get too close unless you are going in for the finishing blow, Naruto said, as he pressed the blade closer. Don't fuck with a man in his home, he said to him. But you're not going soft, Bradford said. Fuck you, and fuck being soft, Naruto said, looking for some morphine. Well, I just assumed by your company that you've been getting soft sitting here, Bradford said, as he leaned against a wall. Leave them out of this shit, Naruto said, sounding very serious, as he didn't know if he meant April or Irma, or if he meant Xever or possibly even his brothers, trying to catch a glimpse of him, maybe most likely Mikey. He was insane enough to do it when he said not to. Don't worry, as long as you show loyalty, Shredder or any of us won't touch your girlfriends, maybe Karai, but not me, Bradford said. I need a fucking vacation, Naruto said to himself. Next day. If you even think of stabbing me, I will kill you, Naruto said, not opening his eyes, as he knew Karai broke in. How the fuck do you people get in here, he asked curiously. The window locks up, Karai said to him. I need to buy better shit to keep you out. What if I was naked? Naruto said, annoyed. Well, I'd say I'd have one-upped your girls that come over, Karai said with a chuckle. So that was you stalking my ass, Naruto said, as he had seen someone stalking Ho when he gets changed. Well, it is a nice one, I'll admit, Karai said, as she tilted to the side. Okay, Lady Shredder, what are you here for? To annoy me or get a date out of me, Naruto asked. Oh, suck, nice choices, Karai said to him with a teasing grin. God, you are annoying, Naruto said in annoyance. Hot meat kettle, Karai said. I am not on enough drugs for this, Naruto said to her. That I could help you relax, Karai said. Karai, you should know I'm a wild fucking animal, Naruto said, as that was a joke and he was being serious. Maybe I like it a little wild, Karai said. Okay, enough with the flirting, what do you want? Besides, apparently to get in my pants, as told to me by Bradford, Naruto said. Fuck that guy, Karai said, as she hated that discipline shit. Oh, at least I know you have a type now, Naruto said, catching a shuriken. Though if you reject me I could see those two girls you know, after all I'm not partial on gender, Karai said. Did not need to know that, Naruto said, slightly disturbed and very turned on at the thought. Jokes aside, how are you recovering, Karai asked. Pretty well, the walking cheese slicer really got me good, Naruto said. Man, you sure are fun, Karai said, walking out. Also, if you are ever brave enough, my window is always unlocked, she said with a wink. The fuck is wrong with my life, Naruto said to himself. Next day at night. Naruto was sleeping comfortably as he felt at peace, not sensing his father's presence. Splinter smiled, as this was something Naruto did, as even as he trained him, Naruto never felt any danger whenever he approached him. As he rested, "Rest, my son, you have earned it," he said, sitting near him. "I fear for you, and this path you have taken. You fight for family at the risk and harm of yourself," he said, seeing one of Naruto's cuts still bandaged. "You hold little value on your life, my son. You take on the burden of the world trying to carry so much, but you need to learn that there are those that wish to help you," he said, as he got up, looking back at his son, hoping his selflessness didn't get him killed. Later that night. "Are you here to kill me? If you are, can I choose how I die?" Naruto asked, hearing the metal clank. "We do not get to choose how we fall in battle," Shredder said to him with a chuckle. "Call it a last request," Naruto said, seeing him unleash his blades and point them at his neck. "You've beaten my best student, stolen from both Karai and Xever, survived pure combat with me, and survived one of the many ancient arts. Do you know what that means?" Shredder said, his blades inching closer, a small trail of blood leaving Naruto's neck. "I get a raise?" Naruto asked jokingly and was shocked as the Shredder actually laughed. "You have nothing to learn from Bradford. You will train with me and do as I instruct. I will make you my heir," Shredder said to him, sheathing his blades. Fuck, Naruto thought to himself, as he only said he was going after the Shredder mantle to keep on his good side. He didn't think he'd take him seriously. "Can you walk?" Shredder said, seeing his leg cast. Naruto smashed the cast and stood up but winced slightly. "Come," Shredder said, slicing his door down. "Can't tell if you did that to show off or to threaten me," Naruto said, following behind him. "If I wanted to threaten you, well, you've already seen what I can do," Shredder said, letting out a small chuckle. "Yeah, hey, I wasn't kidding about that raise," Naruto said. "I'll think about it," Shredder said, as they left his home. 20 minutes later. "Why in God's name would he call us at 2 a.m? Xever whined. "The master calls, we come," Bradford said to him aggressively. "Take care, I lapdog," Xever said, whispering, but was plenty loud. "I want to go back to bed." "Where is Father?" Karai said, rubbing her eyes. "I am here," and with an announcement, Shredder said, as he walked in and sat at his throne, Naruto soon following after. "Please don't tell me you asked for a rematch," Karai said to him. "Not that fucking dumb," Naruto said to her. "If he did, his death would be spectacular," Bradford said happily. "Bradford, I have to ask, did you do favors to get to the position you have?" ever said, making a fist and doing certain suggestive motions. "Naruto will begin training under me to become my heir, the future Shredder said. Everyone was shocked, not expecting that. "Amigo, are you sure you may and possibly will die?" Xever said, as many claimed that, but often died except Bradford. He was sadly smart enough just to offer his allegiance. "He said it, not me," Naruto said, not backing down. "But father, what about me?" Karai asked, seeing, as being his daughter, it was her right to become the next Shredder. "You want to earn it," Shredder said to her. "I won't disappoint you," Naruto said, bowing slightly. "No, no one likes being disappointed," Shredder said, walking away. "Good luck. I hear competitive sex is fantastic," Xever said suggestively to the two teens competing for Shredder's title. "Oh, so is that how you and Bradford settle who is on top?" Naruto said, as Karai fell down, as she laughed, turning red, having tears. "One could say the same about you two," ever said to them, not want to sit down and take comments. I ain't into her," Naruto said. "Says the guy who watches her leave a room," Xever said with a chuckle, "but have to admit, smart go after the man's job and his daughter brilliant," he said, as he laughed. "Shut up," Naruto said. "Well, I'm going back to bed. Hachiko is probably up since me and father are," Karai said. "Who the hell is Hachiko?" Naruto asked. "Shredder's dog hates Bradford. Why, I give him quality steaks," Xever said with a chuckle. "This man really have a dog?" Naruto asked. "I said he should get a cat," Karai said to him, as she loved her dog. "Not exactly a cat person, I'm into foxes," Naruto said. "Would have guessed cats from those whiskers of yours," Karai said, as she teasingly ran her hand on those on his left cheek. "Oh my god, did you purr?" she said, as he backed up. "Then no," Naruto said to her. "He did, he really did," Xever said, laughing. "You purr like a kitten," Bradford said, chuckling. "Go get Hachiko," Karai said with a sadistic smile. Xever ran out of the room and came back with Akita Inu. The dog began barking as it ran at Naruto, tackling the injured man and licked his face. "Ah, why is it licking me? That tickles," Naruto said. Ah, the dog likes him, guess he tell how fucked you are, Bradford Zever said, as the dog liked him for bribes, and he liked Karai for obvious reasons. Or probably residual ramen left on your face, Karai said with a chuckle, as her dog looked satisfied in a hungry fashion. Well, get the thing off me, ow. Naruto said, as the dog bit his hand hungrily. Fine, since you are so entertaining I'll throw you a bone, Karai said, as she stole one of Zever's dried meats he kept on his person. Hey, Zever said, as Karai threw it, making Hachiko run after it. I'm going back to bed, Naruto said. Give me a call if you ever want a bed buddy, Karai said with a teasing smile. Shut up. Naruto yelled, as he left. Okay, I have to ask, do you honestly like him? Zever asked, as Karai seemed different around Naruto, and that caught his attention. Never had competition like him, Karai said, as he was too entertaining, and the fact he survived her father made him even more interesting. Next day. About damn time, Naruto said, as he finally finished this place and had it fully furnished, and soon his phone rang. Oh dear god, what now, he said, as he picked up. I'm half dead. Who the hell is this? He asked curiously. You must be better if you're half dead, Karai said over the line. Do you just get off on bugging me? Naruto asked her. Are you a masochist? Cause I don't know anyone who likes to lose as much as you, he said to her, as she had yet to pull one over on him. I could ask the same about you on the account of being masochistic, Karai said with a chuckle. If you call to annoy me I'm just gonna hang up, Naruto said. No time for me? Karai said to him. I would if you had better timing, Naruto said. Well, I have a proposal, Karai said over the phone, Naruto practically hearing her grin. I ain't marrying you, Naruto said. Not that kind of proposal, you idiot, Karai said, as she lost her grin. I want a man on his knees when he proposes, also he needs to beat me and fight, she said, thinking offhandedly. Well, besides meeting your qualifications, why are you calling? Naruto asked her. I want to buy an apartment to help a girl out. Karai asked teasingly. No, fuck you, I am not having you near me at all hours of my damn day. I know Shredder enrolled you into my school, you psycho. Naruto said, as April and Irma told him about a new girl who sounded much like Karai. Right, it is so much fun to torment you, Karai said with a chuckle. Also, can I just say how awesome it is you sleep bare ass, she said to him. Okay, no to all of this. In what hell do you see me agreeing to this, Naruto asked. Because you like me, I may try sleeping naked too, Karai said to him. Look, I do it just because it's comfortable, and clothes get itchy in the middle of the night, Naruto said, as it was mainly because even in human form, he ran hot. I am moving in just so you know, Karai said, fully confident. God, someone kill me please, Naruto groaned. You know what, no you are not moving in, no matter what he said to her. 8 hours later. Fuck, okay you win, Naruto said, as Karai had sent legions of foot, even Zever and Bradford who he had to fight all the while. Karai sent him suggestive pictures. I know, Karai said smugly. I hate you, Naruto said to her. I know you mean love, Karai said, as she kissed his cheek. Ah. Naruto said in surprise, as he jumped back. Don't do that, you idiot. He said blushing. My, you know when you act like that it makes me wonder if someone's a little sunnier, Karai said before feeling herself pressed against a wall, and Naruto feeling his hot body and his very strong breath and heart rate. Okay, maybe I bit off more than I could chew, she thought, as he was more than most boys she often saw. He was someone who could keep up with her. And more, he brought actual excitement to her life. Naruto got off of her and backed off. I want a date, Karai said to him. Not a fucking, Naruto was saying till he saw all the foot ninja he fought. Okay fine, you win, he said in defeat. It's better if you learn that early, Karai said, as she kissed his cheek. Ah, screw you, Naruto said, jumping away from her again. Oh come on, it'll be fun, I may just make it worth your while, Karai said, pressing herself against him. Ah, knock it off. Naruto yelled. You need to relax or release all your stress, Karai said suggestively. Away from me, you vile succubus. Naruto said, as he ran away. Karai laughed as she ran after him. 2 hours later. Dad, I need advice, Naruto said, lying on the floor. I thought a ladies' man like you didn't need advice in that category, Splinter said, slightly smirking. You know you and the others are getting old with that crap, right? Naruto said in annoyance. My son, let me tell you about my time with Shen when we first dated, Splinter said to him, sipping from tea. I had no clue what I was doing, he said in total honesty. Relationships are fluid, my son, they have no defined shape and can take any form based on you and whom you date, he said to him. Great, I hoped for some advice to help me. Karai is driving me crazy. All she wants to do is get in my pants. Naruto said. The Shredder's daughter, Splinter said, raising a brow. I can't tell if you are brave, dumb, or insane, he said to his son. I don't want her, she wants me. Naruto said. Has she threatened your other 2 friends? Splinter asked, knowing that may be a problem. Are you kidding? She said, and I quote. I don't mind you having pets, but I'm your main bitch, Naruto said with a shiver. Splinter was silent for a moment. Naruto, I will give you a piece of wisdom passed down from many generations of ninja masters, something they have yet to understand or answer, he said, standing up. Women are crazy, he said, walking away. That's it. I knew that. Naruto said in annoyance. Then you have reached a basic mind state all ninja need to survive in the open, Splinter said from the distance before running off. So you're being stalked by a girl that's into another chicks? Raph asked, showing that him and the other turtles were eavesdropping. Sounds like heaven to me, Mikey said with a smile. Oh dear lord, Naruto said as he took a smoke bomb and followed his dad's lead and ran. Later. You have a date, April said, the hinges on his door shaking not just from her physical prowess. I don't want to go, but she made me, Naruto said. I want a name, April said, grabbing his collar. Naruto was about to answer before he got a phone call. Yeah, I'm in the process of my own murder. Who is? Naruto, I heard you have a date. I want details. I want to know who she is, Irma said over the phone. Mother of Kami. Naruto yelled before he slammed his head against the wall. Who is she? April and Irma yelled in unison. Okay, her name is Smoke Bomb, Naruto said as he made a run for it. I need to carry a lot more of this, thought to himself. Hello, Irma said as his phone was left on his table. April growled as she was left in his home alone. This isn't over. I'll find out who she is. April yelled, knowing Naruto can hear her. I may need to move, Naruto thought to himself. Fine. You gonna hide? I'll ask Mikey who it is. April yelled before he heard a slamming sound which he figured was his door. Fuck. Naruto thought, knowing all it would take is a pizza to get Mikey to talk, as he climbed back up from under the balcony and came face to face with April. Got you, April said with a glare. Fucking damn it, Naruto muttered. Tell me. Oh, for the love of God, why do you care so much? Naruto asked. April blushed brighter than her hair and looked away. You're not jealous, are you? Naruto asked curiously. No, and no, I'm not, April said, handing him his phone that he ditched on his table. But then let me by, Naruto said, wanting to get his date with Karai over with already. No. I refuse to let you date some skank, April said. April, I am only doing this so she leaves me alone. Trust me, if I wanted to date someone I would ask you or Irma out, Naruto said. Really, April asked in excitement. Yes, as you're preferable over Karai, damn it, Naruto said as he realized what he just did. That snake, you're going out with her, April said as she saw her newest neighbor. Would it make you feel better if I told you she was from the Foot Clan? Naruto said, receiving a slap to the face. Okay, I deserved that, he said, soon receiving a punch to the face. That too, he said, stopping her fist from hitting him down south. Okay, not that, not there ever, he said to her. Are you crazy? Are you certifiable right now? April said to him. That is up for debate, Naruto said as he was not kidding. You're just a spy for the Foot, why would you go out with someone from them? April said in total shock. Would you believe me if I said momentary insanity? Naruto said very seriously, ducking another punch. Next day. Oh, lighten up already, get any stiffer and you'll be like my father, Karai said as she wanted him more relaxed. So what are we doing? Naruto asked her curiously. Well, I wanted to take you on a bike ride, but I remembered you don't have one, so you'll just have to ride with me, Karai said as she got on her motorcycle. Lower, she said as she felt her hands on her hips. I'm not groping your ass, Naruto said flatly. Fine, take the fun out of driving, Karai said, taking off doing a wheelie. Ah. Naruto said as he was forced to hold onto her tightly so as to not fall off. Not funny. He said, pouting. Oh, live a little, Whiskers, Karai said. Stop calling me that. 1 hour later. Can't believe you did it, Karai said, laughing as Naruto spray painted the Statue of Liberty now that looked like it was wearing a orange two-piece bikini. You dared me, I never back down from a dare, Naruto said as he smirked victoriously. So you'd eat a bucket of worms if I dared you? Karai asked, wondering how far she could take this. I said dares, not stupidity, Naruto said to her as that was a Mikey level thing, not his cup of tea. If I dared you to kiss me, would you? Karai asked before Naruto put his hand in her face. Don't push it, Naruto said. Everyone would kill to get into my pants, yet you don't, Karai said as she found it interesting, but now it was getting annoying. Well, I'm not like everyone, Naruto said as he positioned to the statue with a bikini. You're not gay, are you? Karai asked, being completely serious. No, Naruto said immediately without hesitation. Does your mom know? Karai asked teasingly. I don't have a mother, Naruto said as he knew of Master Splinter's wife and he did pray with him for her and his daughter on certain special days, but he often prayed to his birth parents, still having no memories of them. Oh, guess we got that in common, Karai said soberly. Do you remember her? Naruto asked. Not a thing, Karai said as they then sat there in silence. Me neither, I can't remember a thing about my birth parents, Naruto said to her, breaking the silence. So you're adopted? Karai asked curiously. I guess you could say that, Naruto said to her. I have a weird situation of living. I was never brought up in the traditional sense, he said, sounding a mix of happy and sad. I was just a baby when I lost my mother, Karai said, hugging her legs. Did you ever find out how she died? Naruto asked, knowing he was asking was an insensitive question, but he wondered who the hell would date Shredder. She was burned alive, Karai said to him. Naruto and Karai had no idea that certain facts about Karai's mother were misinterpreted. Look, I'm not feeling so good, so why don't I just cut this short and we go home, Karai said, as she got up. 20 minutes later. I thought Xever was kidding, Karai said, as she drank Naruto's sake. This is like the really good stuff, she said to him, as she drank right from the bottle. Well, considering the stuff I brought up, I figured you needed a drink, Naruto said, as he let her have free reign over his booze. Have to ask what drives you, Karai said, as she knew what she wanted: excitement and adventure. She wondered what drove him. I guess for peace, Naruto said, lost in thought. Excuse me? Karai asked, not following. Nothing, it's just I've had enough for senseless violence, Naruto said, as he liked a good fight, but this was a bit much. Kind of in the wrong profession then, Karai said with a chuckle. I fight for different reasons, Naruto said to her, as he fought for honor, family, and the innocent. Well, hope those will still be there when you become the next Shredder, Karai said. You know what? How about a spar? Naruto said to her. Show me what my competition is like, he said with a grin. Right here, right now? Karai asked in surprise. Always expect the unexpected, Naruto said with a grin. Okay. Karai said, as she tossed him her cup, which he caught only to get kicked in the gut. Naruto took off his shirt and saw Karai do the same, seeing her in a sports bra. What a girl, can't he skins, Karai said with a chuckle, as a Kunoichi's body was a weapon. Whatever, just bring it, Naruto said. Both charged the other. 4 hours later. Damn, he's good, Karai thought, somewhat understanding where he had the guts to take on her father. Give up yet? Naruto asked, sweating profusely. Nope. Naruto dodged a palm strike from her and got her in a hold from behind. Karai tried breaking free until she had a thought. Naruto was saying before she pulled him into a kiss, shocking him before he got tossed onto his back. I win, Karai said smugly. No fair. You kissed me. Naruto said before doing a leg sweep and pressed her arms down. You know, it may be the sake talking, but I just want to kiss you more, Karai said with a blush on her face. Let me ask you something, why do you like me so much? Naruto asked her, still pinning her down. Because you're the first one to not care about me being Shredder's daughter, Karai said, as it was either fear or servitude. She got no actual friendship from most people, if she was being honest. She had friends that could be counted in one hand. Naruto felt that was the most honest statement. I'm a moron, he said, sitting down. Turning me down as many times as you have? Yeah, a lot of people would agree with that statement, Karai said to him, as she sat next to him, smiling his way. Whatever, Naruto said before blushing, as Karai sat in his lap. So how do you deal? Karai asked curiously. One day at a time, Naruto said, as he didn't cry or shout about how unfair and how screwed over he got in life in certain ways, but he got his brothers and father because of it. He may not know what he lost, but he gained so much more. Karai was a little envious, as while she was content she often knew how off-center she was not having a center. She was glad when she met Naruto, as she didn't know why, but she felt a kindred spirit, kinda bond. Well, he did beat me, as a kid she thought, as she remembered that tournament still, as it was her only real defeat, and she did think he was cute when they fought, as children. Naruto glanced away, as his blush darkened some. What's the matter, never? Oh. Karai said, as she felt something poke her inner thigh, making her smirk, as she looked down. Is that a kunai in your pocket, or do you like what you're seeing? She said, glad she had literal proof he found her attractive. Oh, screw it. Naruto said, as he began to make out with her, reaching his limit and decided to just go with it. Karai cheered, and moans were heard throughout the night into the morning. 3 days later. So how has it been working with a real professional compared to that dipshit Xever? Asked Naruto, as they were reigning in the gang's ass. It's fun, Naruto said, hand him a kunai, as they strapped a leader of a gang to a wall and were missing as they threw them, but did nick him. Mind telling me how you tamed Karai? Xever said, seeing Naruto almost castrate their target when he threw. Helps to have the right equipment, Naruto said with a chuckle. My man never said, as he was impressed. You know the Shredder may neuter you when he finds out you slept with her, he said to him. He tried doing that anyway, Naruto said flatly. Very true. Now mind telling me about these turtles Bradford failed to capture? Xever asked curiously. They're smelly for one, Naruto said. They won't when I boil them and then eat them, Xever said, as he chuckled. I don't think know where they've been. You could become one for all I know, Naruto said to him, chuckling. You are what you eat, Xever said to him. Then that makes me a bowl of ramen or a hot dog, Naruto said, as he rubbed his belly. Definitely a hot dog. I thought you put on weight, Xever said, as they chuckled and laughed, continuing their game. Naruto lifted his shirt, looking at his belly. Impressive, Xever said, as Bradford was a muscle-bound idiot, but he was not as developed as Naruto. Just checking if I really did put on weight, Naruto said, as he treated his body as a temple. Yeah, it's in your head, Xever said with a chuckle. Whatever, sushi breath, Naruto said. Hey, I love fishing, and all that comes with it, gutting and slicing off their heads, Xever said to him. Whatever, knife lover, Naruto said, as they began to play cards, letting the man they used for target practice scream and piss and shit himself. 30 minutes later. Well, read them and weep, royal straight flush, Xever said with a grin. Fuck, Naruto said, as he lost for the third time. This is boring, he said. Yeah, now I'm actually wishing the turtles would show up, Xever said, as he leaned his head on his hand. I heard there's this good noodle joint to block back, Naruto offered, as his brothers messaged him an hour ago. Sweet, I'm hungry, and since you lost you're paying, Xever said. Yeah, but Xever, unlike all you other victims I know, there are only so many aces in a deck, Naruto said to him, as he showed the exact hand. Xever had only 4 aces, yet we both have 4, he said to him. Have skill in the game not to be caught, or have the skill to win, he said to him. Hey, you fell for it 3 times, Xever said with a shrug. In a row, he added. Hey, I never played cards to sue me, Naruto said to him, as he was merely humoring him, as his father taught him how to play, as he often played many card games, mostly solitaire. You're still paying, Xever said. For once I wish I could say I left my wallet at home, Naruto muttered, as they left. 20 minutes later. Murakami's noodle shop. Xever said. It's gonna be good, Naruto said, as he told his brother to let the man know he was coming, and to let him expect Xever. Keep eating noodles, you'll be a noodle, Xever said, as they were still making bad food jokes. Better a ramen noodle than a regular noodle like Bradford, Naruto said, as he went through the door. Hello? Michelangelo? Did you forget something? A man said, as he was behind the table leading to the kitchen. Shit, they must have just left, Naruto thought. Michelangelo, as in one of the turtles. Xever said. The man then sniffed the air. You're not Mikey, he said. It's an Italian name, we may not know. The man is fucking blind. Calm down, Naruto said to him, trying to dissuade him. Crusoe, old man, what do you have to serve? Ever said, and chuckled seeing the menu. Ah, look at that turtle soup, must be a sign, he said to him. 1 bowl of noodle soup and 1 bowl of miso ramen, just like Murakami stopped himself. This guy, Naruto thought, as rubbed his temple. How does he know you like ramen? You told me you never been here before, Xever said. Asks. Ever looked at Naruto. He didn't notice Mikey at the window about to come in before he saw what was going on inside. I haven't. He must be mixing me up with someone else. What is with the 4th degree? And listen, this is a noodle shop, there is ramen, Naruto said to him. Something doesn't feel right, and it's not the feng shui. Never said. Let's just eat, can we please get our food? Naruto said to the owner. Right away, Murakami said, as he went to prepare their food. Why does it smell like pizza here? Xever asked. God, I had to be stuck with the observant one, Naruto thought to himself. I mix cultural recipes, Italian, maybe I have an old Spanish recipe, Murakami said to him. Xever calmed down at the mention of Spanish food. That's it, eat your food, Naruto thought, hoping he forgot about this. Suddenly there was a clatter in the back. Naruto had a tick mark on his head, as it seemed life was just fucking with him at this point. What was that? Xever asked. Probably just some rat in the kitchen, Murakami said to them. Maybe I should take a look, Xever said, as he got up. I swear, Leo, what the fuck, Naruto thought, wondering what gave him the sense or reason to come inside. Xever kicked open the door to the kitchen. Come on, something's in here, he muttered. Please, be careful with my kitchen utensils, Murakami said. Stay here, Naruto said, roughly putting Murakami. I'm sorry, my brothers are idiots, he said in a whisper, knocking the man out. Yes, we'll be taking this to go, Xever said with a smirk. As Naruto carried Murakami with Xever following, the turtles were on the opposite rooftop watching. You just had to go back for extras, Mikey Raph said, as he smacked Mikey on the head. The foot now have Murakami, Leo said, as they may have compromised Naruto and endangered Murakami. Yeah, Naruto can't help the blind guy out without blowing his cover, Raph said. Well, what do we do? Donatello asked. Well, I have an idea, Mikey said, as the turtles looked at him. 2 hours later. Well, Bradford was taken, Naruto said to Xever, who busted a gut laughing. Oh, that is perfect, the idiot is now a hostage, Xever said, taking a guess about what they were gonna do. You idiots, Naruto thought to himself, as this was a very fucked up situation. We are getting turtle blood tonight, my friend never said to him. Yeah, Naruto said, rolling his eyes in a bored fashion. I have a task for you, I want you to get me one of those turtles' blood, Xever said, making Naruto feel bile rise in his throat. Why? Naruto asked him. Well, I had a thought, if we know how their blood works, maybe we can make something that can take them out, or just cause I want to see them bleed, Xever said to him. This is bullshit, he's testing me, fucking idiots all of you, Naruto thought, as Murakami ran his mouth, and his brothers came back for seconds when he told them he was coming there. I mean if you can't handle it, I could ask Karai, Xever said. They'll be losing more than their blood, Xever. I like to hunt my prey, but eventually the game becomes boring, and the prey, well, they die, Naruto said, sounding amused. That's what I like to hear, Xever said. 30 minutes later. Xever, we have your buddy, now let's trade. Leo said, as the turtles showed. This made Xever burst into laughter. You think I care about Bradford? Now that's funny, he said. Sure, we'll make the trade, Naruto said, taking over. Bye, Xever said, angrily whispering to Naruto as they stepped back. Shredder will be angry with not only you, but me for not stopping Bradford from dying, and if we have him, we have a better chance of killing, the turtle said to him. Why care about Bradford when we have you? Xever said. 3 skilled people together, Naruto said to him. Yeah, but Bradford isn't training to become the next Shredder, Xever said to him with confidence, as if he had to pick someone from all the fucked up choices. Naruto seemed best in his opinion. We'll take the deal, Naruto said, tossing Murakami over, and they did the same. Attack, you fools, Bradford said, as he charged the turtles. Why couldn't we just let him die, Xever said, wondering why he was being punished. Naruto sighed as he took out his blades and stabbed Leo in the back of the leg, delivering a hard blow to his stomach. Leo? Raph said in surprise. What the hell? Leo was saying before Naruto punched him in the face, sending him flying into Raph. Naruto then punched Mikey in the face, sending him falling off the roof. Donnie swung his staff only for Naruto to catch it and then grab hold of it, smashing Donnie onto the floor from his end of the staff. You bastard, Raph said, taking out his sei and tried to stab Naruto and made a decent slash on his chest, and soon he grabbed his wrists and squeezed hard, making Raph drop his weapons. Pathetic, Naruto said to them. Bradford, Xever, they're defeated, he said, as Shredder wanted them that way. Defeated? I want my soup, Xever said to them. Shredder want them alive to find their master, Naruto said to them. Chain them up, he said to the soldiers. 1 hour later. You have succeeded in bringing me the turtles, Shredder said from his throne, as he looked at a monitor seeing the turtles in his prison. You have earned your place more so than others, he said, looking at Xever and Bradford. I shall begin torturing them for Hamato Yashi's location soon, he said to them. Why not now? Naruto said to him. Because you are to be rewarded for your efforts, Shredder said. Are rewarded? Naruto said in surprise. You trained well, and you have brought me what I desired, and tonight is the full moon, the night when all ninja are moved up in the ranks, if they are worthy, Shredder said, as he left to get Naruto's gift. Oh boy, Naruto muttered. 30 minutes later. I need to focus, Naruto said, as he meditated, as he was trying to enter the astral plane. I need to help my family, thought to himself, as the plan was fucked. Why can't I do this, he thought, as he tried to open his mind, and all he could think of was April. Earlier. Donnie, Leo said, showing his T-phone to Donnie. Should we tell them, he said, looking at Raph and Mikey. Donnie shook his head. It's Mikey, and Raph works best when he's himself, he said to him. Later. Will these work, Leo asked Donnie, as they both swallowed a pill. Trust me, compared to everything I have done, this was simple, Donnie said to him. Present. So glad he made blood pics, Naruto thought, as he told Donnie he was gonna cause damage to his brothers and they needed to make it look as real as possible. The blood they lost was only minor, as Naruto aimed for shallow areas when he stabbed them or hurt them. Raph needed to be angry and show how they lost, while Mikey was sent off the roof. He hoped Mikey would run when the fight ended. And instead he charged back in and soon got caught. Donnie's tools failed him in the truck as he gave them their chance. But the turtles. Come on, break, you stupid. Raph said as he was trying to break his restraints. How screwed are we, Leo asked Donnie. Somewhere between incredibly and extremely, Donnie said as they were stripped of all their weapons and tools. Hey, a purple dragon said, walking and bringing in prison food. Hey, it's the skinny guy, Mikey said. My name is Frong Frong said, looking at them. Look, Leo, the punk you let go is here to mock and gawk at us, Raph said in a sarcastic fashion. They then saw Frong with the keys and he opened the door. Oh, what are you doing? Raph asked. Saving your frog butt, Frong said. I'm a turtle, you moron, Raph said. The hell did we do to get this lucky, Raph said, feeling like they hit the lottery. Hey, you saved my life, so now I have to return the favor, Frong said as he left after giving them the keys. But Naruto. Moving up at dawn, guess you really stepped up, Karai said jokingly. Well, I am great, babe, Naruto said as he ran his hand through his hair. He's impressed, Karai said, not knowing how to feel about that, as her father was a confusing man. Yeah, better go see him, Naruto said as he entered the throne room, seeing flames lit. Neil, Shredder said, reciting a Japanese speech. Hi, Naruto said as the Shredder presented him with a metal mouth mask like Karai's, thinner gauntlets than the Shredder's own, and a sword. Money cannot buy the honor that you have earned tonight. You have moved to the next dawn and earned these weapons, Shredder said to him. Nice blade, Naruto said to him, inspecting the blade. It is the sword of Tengu, the weapon of the original Shredder of legend. It says those that wield it will be given great power, and when combined with the demon armor of the original Shredder, they will be given godlike power, Shredder said. Wait, original Shredder, I thought that was something you made, Naruto said. The first Shredder was the one who forged this helmet, Shredder said, pointing to the Kuro Kabuto. I am honored, Master, Naruto said, bowing his head. The turtles are gone. Xever yelled out. What? Shredder said in anger, as they ran to the prison. They stole the keys or were released, Naruto said, as he pointed to the key in the lock. Never leave evidence, morons, he thought, as never leave a trail, and never leave evidence on how one escapes. So we have a traitor among us, Shredder said in anger. To be honest, I half expected it to be Naruto, but he was with us, Xever said. I may have a traitor, but it could not be this one, Shredder said, as he had Naruto's movements monitored earlier. That explains so much, Naruto thought, as he kept wondering just what Xever wanted him to make the turtles bleed among the other things. I would like to point out Frong is nowhere to be seen, Bradford said, as he did a head count. But Naruto thought, as he couldn't say anything now. Maybe he was bribed, he said to them. Xever, isn't that one of your men, Shredder said, sounding angry. You talk about a traitor, yet you had one in your midst, he said, angrily slashing the bars like they were butter. Can't defend this, Naruto thought, calming down. Master, let Xever punish his man, his soldier, his responsibility, he said to Shredder. Xever let out a breath he had been holding in, very grateful for Naruto's intervention, and when Shredder left after giving him a glare, he looked at Naruto much as gracious amigo, he said in appreciation. I am very sorry, he said to him. Remind me that the next time you decide to cheat in cards, Naruto said. Xever laughed. Nice gear, very Shredder, he said jokingly, trying to relieve the stress of Shredder almost killing him. Naruto chuckled as they walked off. Next day. I can't believe how fucking lucky you all got, Naruto said as he visited his brothers. I can't believe you had a plan like last night, Raph said, as Leo and Donnie filled him, and Mikey in after what happened told him it was part of Naruto's plan. The only hiccup was them unable to escape. I can't believe you slept with Karai, bleh, Mikey said with a shiver. I guess you can say I saw another side to her, Naruto said, as he really saw so much good in her. Oh, you saw all sides, alright, Raph said with a laugh. Naruto would have rolled his eyes, but stopped as he spun around and saw April. April was beyond angry, as last night she tried to contact Naruto, but to no avail, as she felt he was in a panic, but soon felt that feeling leave her when it stopped, and she felt his relief. She couldn't understand why, and neither did Naruto, but they could somehow sense the other, but that didn't matter now. As she just learned he got in bed with the enemy even more so than he already was. You did what? She said. Thanks, Mikey, Naruto said sarcastically. Splinter was drinking his tea as he heard the ruckus, as he didn't like Naruto in the foot, so he was glad April dished out her displeasure, as it both made him feel better and glad that she showed her. Naruto groaned as he laid on the ground covered in lumps. And beat all of us into pulp, yet continuously gets his ass kicked by a non-ninja girl, Raph said with a snicker. Few hours later. You have a complicated position, Naruto. You have gained Orokusaki's trust. You can't give him any doubt, he said, as this mission got Naruto deeper and deeper. I know, it ain't gonna be easy, Naruto said, as the lines were starting to blur, as he saw some good in the foot seeing Karai and Xever. Indeed, just like me training April to become a Kunoichi, Splinter said to him. Yeah, just wait, what? Naruto said in surprise. Huh, no wonder her punches felt familiar, thought to himself. You know she'll kill me, right? He said to his father. I know another matter. Were you wearing protection? Splinter asked him. Father? Naruto said, blushing up a storm. Just wondering if I will have grandchildren or if you will have a leader, Splinter said, making a fox joke. Naruto's blush darkened as he covered his face. Shredder's lair. Karai entered her father's throne room as he summoned her. You called, father? She said. My daughter, how goes it with my apprentice? Shredder asked her. It's been pleasurable, Karai said, as her father could smell out lies. More so than I would like to think, Shredder said, sounding both annoyed and displeased. It was the Saki, an emotional moment, Karai said. You could have chosen worse, Shredder said, as he brought up some screens. True. Karai said, as she soon saw multiple screens of Naruto. What emotional moment did you mean? Shredder asked curiously. We talked about our mothers, Karai said. Shredder felt both rage and silence thinking of Hamato Yashi, but he gave his sympathies to his daughter. Turns out that's one of the things we have in common, we both have lost our mothers, Karai said. Shredder was curious about that, as Naruto was an orphan, he just didn't know how far back when he tried to find out if he was Hamato Yashi's son, and even after a DNA test he did with Naruto's hair, he saw no match, and even ran it against his daughters, not a single match, even in the low percentages there was no relation. If it's all the same, I would like to rest now, Karai said to him. One question. Did you have protection? Shredder asked, making her miss a step. Father? Karai said, blushing up a storm. 10 minutes later. The fuck was that about, Bradford said, as Karai attacked him and Xavier. Next time don't run your mouths, Karai said angrily. About what, Bradford said, having no clue what was going on. Daddy didn't take it too kindly about you sleeping with Naruto, Xavier said. Oh no, he approves, not something I needed, but he does, and I know you were the one to tell him, Karai said in annoyance. Why attack me then, Bradford said to him. Entertainment value, Karai said, as she stomped on Xavier's stomach when he laughed. My date life it to remain silent, or you both become less men than you were before, she said angrily. You do realize he'd have found out eventually anyway, right, Xavier said. Please, I cover my tracks, Karai said, rolling her eyes. It's Shredder, Xavier said. And I'm his daughter, Karai said to him uncaringly. Whatever, Xavier said, as Karai left. Man, I need a girlfriend, he muttered. Sam, Bradford muttered. The end. Thanks for watching my video, and make sure to check out the author of this fanfic, link is in the description. See you next time, till then, sayonara.